the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mills to throw it.
That's complete to Kyle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Play fake, Mills.
That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Mills.
Going up top.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game. But sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. The numbers for Sanders last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The Eagles at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for the team's first sack of the game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion now. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't get to... as he's down at the 19. And our focus now moves to Randall Cobb, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Mills now. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And the Eagles have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith. A 16-yard touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the 1st quarter.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And then getting 10 back as that sets him up for 4th down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. On 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's just a snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants because he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack there by Rasheem Green. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And the Texans will take over. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
The Eagles and Texans, polar opposites last year in terms of running the football. The Eagles were number 1 in the league. The Texans, 32nd, dead last. And in fact, the Eagles ran for nearly twice as many yards as the Texans did in 2021.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Scott to return it.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 13-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
He'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 or about the 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
And now out comes Houston. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
On the return is Scott.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Now back to work from Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop. Seconds to go in the first half. From the 44, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we've come to halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To throw, Mills.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Mills.
Throw right side into the hand. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Looking middle, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Able to get around one would-be tackler, but not much room after that. The window closes. He gets 2 yards there, 2nd down.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles just continue to roll.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Sanders again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston set to take over. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
On play action, Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, Mills.
Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again, it's Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Mills to throw it. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Houston. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action with Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until touchdown. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing, Mills.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
They'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action, here's Hurts. Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's the pickup of 3.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans
at their own 19-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On third down, here's Mills.
And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And that will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Another run with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
116 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds.
Well, Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach. So Lovie saw things correctly, and he wins that challenge. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Mills now.
He gets it to Cooks. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
142 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Eagles,
The victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Texans, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.